first night I moved into Whitman House, every clock I owned paused at 3:11 a.m., stuttered, then leapt to 3:12. Right then, someone knocked. 3 slow taps. Patient, polite. I didn't open it. I'd been warned. Whitman House is a 3-story boarding house at the end of Alder Street. Peeling florals, frosting like crown molding, stair treads that complain. A glass transom above each door. Mine said 2C in flaked gold leaf. The hallway smelled like pennies. When I signed the lease, the owner, Sarah Whitman, slid over a rules card in neat etiquette handwriting. No noise after 10. Keep the kitchen clean, no candles. And at the bottom, in heavy block letters, don't knock after 3:12 a.m. I'm serious, she said, not for any reason. What if there's an emergency? Text, call, shout, she said. Just don't knock. That first night, I woke at 3:11 with no nightmare, just the sense a warm hand had left my shoulder. When the time flipped, 3 knuckles found my door. 1, 2, 3. Hey, a woman's voice murmured through the wood. It's me. You up? I stood, the draft at the threshold pulling at my toes. The shadow under the door thickened. Who is it? I asked. Emily, she said, familiar enough to sting. I can't find my key. Open up, I knew an Emily, an ER nurse in Boston. We hadn't spoken in months. Emily Hart? I asked, a relieved little laugh. Yeah, it's freezing out here. The warning on the rules card throbbed in my head. I pressed a sock into the keyhole. The hallway light above the transom dimmed as if a hand covered it. Silence. Then that slow withdrawal. No footsteps, only the edit of footsteps moving away. I didn't sleep until dawn. In the stairwell next day, I met Caleb from 3B. Square glasses, med school texts. When I joked about late visitors, his smile faded. Did you open your door? No. Good. Next time, don't speak. Don't get close. He glanced down the hall. Sarah's dad died here. There was a fire. He opened the door because he thought he heard his brother on the porch. The rule isn't a joke. That night, 3:12 came with 3 polite knocks and a man's whisper. It's Caleb. Please, I can't be out here. The pronoun froze me. Out here, like the hallway, wasn't a hallway anymore. I kept still. Something slid down the door like a wet palm. The heat registers breathed a second, wrong voice. 3 gentle knocks again, space stretching thin. When silence finally fell, the steps receded in double. Wait, then the memory of wait. If you've never heard time lag in a human thing, you're blessed. Morning, I went to Sarah's glassed-in office. She took my story, like placing it atop a stack of nearly identical stories. He made the rule, she said, looking at the ledger, because he knew he'd break it. He heard a knock and thought it was his brother. Uncle Paul was in Phoenix. If you open at 3:12, you leave into something that looks like a hallway and isn't. Sometimes you come back. If you come back, you knock. Why 3:12? Before that, you might still get the person you think it is. She slid me a small brass bell engraved with a W. If it starts before 3:12, ring this. That night, my phone buzzed at 3:09 from an unknown number. Are you awake? Then it's me, Caleb. Please don't be mad. The lights blinked. The alarm clock skipped from 3:10 to 3:12, like it had a train to catch. 3 knocks. The knob went cold, then pulsed with a wrong heat, like a heartbeat. Breath slid through the blocked keyhole, fogging the transom. I rang the bell. The sound fez like a coin and died an inch from the metal. The knocks began answering themselves down the hall. 1A, 2A, 3C, learning the rhythm. I waited, shaking, until gray rinsed the room. At noon, I knocked on Caleb's door, petty defiance of a rule bound to the night. It opened. The bed was made. The anatomy book lay open like a dead bird. His phone showed an unsent message to me. "Don't open the..." I pulled the door shut like I could put the wrongness back where it belonged. In the basement, at the end of a dog-legging corridor, I found a barred door, carved deep in the crossbar. "Don't knock after 3:12 a.m. A twin W bell hung on a nail. When I shook it, the sound didn't land anywhere. From beyond came a knock, but not quite. More like wood, remembering it was knocked. 1, 2, 3. I left. That night the building's alarm howled. Smoke licked under my door. Real smoke. Sarah shouted, "Fire! Everyone out!" I went to throw the bolt, and 3 polite taps touched my door. The smoke changed. Less wool, more pennies. The strobes stuttered out of order. Caleb's voice at my ear. "Please, open!" Emily's voice sobbing. "It's me. Let me in." I stepped back. The laughing in the walls didn't sound like laughing. It sounded like a drain congratulating itself. The alarm cut. A thin red along the baseboard went out. I put my cheek to the door. Beyond it, the healthy noise of a building recovering. A toilet flushed. Someone's sitcom resumed. At 4:03, the light in the transom went back to tired amber. Caleb never returned. If you pressed your ear to his door, you heard the undertow. Sarah stopped wearing cardigans that could catch on a knob. She taped new flyers. "Don't knock after 3:12 a.m. Added in small script. If you hear a voice you know, it is because it knows you. I called the real Emily. She answered, casual and correct. I asked her to promise. If she ever came here, do not knock. "I'm not coming there," she said. "We're short at the hospital." She promised anyway. That night, at 3:12, she knocked on my door. I didn't open. It wasn't her. Days bled. Every clock developed a stammer. The building flinched at 3:12 p.m. The radiator clicked in sets of 3. One evening, the knocks bypassed me. 1A, 2A, 3C. The smell of pennies rolled like a front. The thought stood up inside me like a man in a theater. It's going to Sarah. I opened my door. The hallway had stretched, wallpaper flowers turning their faces to follow me. Sarah's office door gaped. The desk lamp made a small golden planet of light. The wall, not the door, received 3 polite knocks. Dust sifted, catching prints we'd all left over the years. Inside, Sarah stood braced against the counter, breathing as if she'd climbed too many stairs. "Don't knock," I said. "I won't," she said, eyes on the wall. "Sometimes I think if I knock first, I'll get my father, not the thing that answers." "Don't," I said. And this time, it was a prayer. The wall knocked again. She didn't. The sound moved on, down the stair, into the old ground. We waited until 4:03. After that, I became the one who tells people. At noon, at move-in, at 3:11 if I have to. I tell them to keep their voices off the door, to keep their eyes off the keyhole, to keep their hands off the bolt. I tell them it will use names and smells and handwriting. It'll sound like a future where everything is okay. That future isn't for you. The part I don't write down. If you survive long enough, the house learns your knock. Someday, you'll be on the other side of someone else's door at 3:12, hands full of pleading. You'll feel the rule in your bones and think that if you strike the wood with your exact music, they'll save you from the knot hallway you're standing in. You will knock anyway. And through their keyhole, you'll hear your own voice whisper back, "I know you're there." So if, while you're reading this, The seconds catch on a hidden nail, and your walls hold their breath. Remember, call, text, slide a note, pull the alarm. But if it's 3:12 a.m. and the person outside knocks 3 times, patient, polite, perfectly you, leave the door closed. Don't knock back. Don't answer. And if you hear a voice exactly like mine, asking softly to be let in, promise me you won't.